In K-pop, Demon Hunters, the Your Idol song performed by the Saja Boys, isn't just a pop anthem. It's an occult ritual wrapped in choreography, color, and sound. The moment they step onto the stage, the film shifts from concert spectacle to metaphysical theater. The lights dim, the violet-red hues rise, and the screaming audience becomes part of something they don't understand. Violet, the crown chakra color of spiritual connection, and red, the base chakra of desire, blend together to symbolize a forced transference of power, enlightenment pulled downward into obsession. What seems like stage lighting is actually a ritual field. The fans, glowing under the spectacle, project their energy outward through excitement. The Saja Boys, perfect and serene, become the mirrors and collectors of that energy, the idols in the truest sense of the word. As the music starts, the first line, "I'll be your idol," cuts through the air. It's not just a lyric, it's a declaration of divine substitution. In that moment, the performer replaces God. The crowd's devotion now flows to them. The scene makes it clear. This is worship disguised as fandom. The stage becomes a ritual circle, the choreography a sigil, and the sound frequencies the invisible web connecting every person in the arena. The following lyrics, keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed, speak the hidden truth. Control through rhythm and repetition. The beats are tuned slightly higher than natural resonance, a technique known to create mild emotional agitation and hyperfocus. Play me on repeat endlessly in your head becomes an invocation, a mental loop that seals the energetic tether between performer and listener. Every replay, every hum of the melody reopens that link. The scene's visuals reinforce this idea. The camera pans to a massive circular stage lined with rotating triangles and glowing hexagonal grids. Those aren't random design choices, they're sigils of force direction. Triangles pointing up represent spiritual ascent. Triangles pointing down represent material descent. In the Saja Boys performance, these shapes alternate rapidly, symbolizing the continuous movement of energy between fan and idol. It's the drawing down of light, the spiritual energy of the audience being funneled to the idols at the center. The geometry acts as an energetic machine, capturing attention and channeling it upward. What looks like artistic stage design is actually an occult depiction of how energy flows during collective worship. As the performance intensifies, the audience's excitement peaks. The film makes this visible. Shimmering ribbons of light rise from the fans' chests, drawn toward the stage. This isn't mere visual flair. It's the movie's direct depiction of aura siphoning. Emotional arousal opens the aura, creating leaks that can be absorbed by a focal entity. The synchronized breathing, movement, and music create resonance, a shared pulse between thousands of people and a single group of idols. This synchrony is the core of aura farming, emotional energy generated by the many, harvested by the few. It's the cinematic version of an egregore, a thought form sustained by collective attention. The Saja Boys, through their ritualized performance, have become that entity. When they sing "I Can Be Your Sanctuary," the illusion deepens. They present themselves as saviors, replacing spirituality with stardom. The crowd cries, trembles, and reaches, not realizing they're offering themselves. "No, I'm the only one right now. I will love you more when it all burns down." Carries the Luciferian undertone of destruction as purification. Love through ruin, worship through collapse. More than power, more than gold. Yeah, you gave me your heart, now I'm here for your soul. Turns poetic affection into metaphysical ownership. The fan becomes both offering and altar. Then, as they sing "Listen, 'cause I'm preaching to the choir," the transformation becomes complete. The concert turns into church. The microphone becomes the staff of authority. Can I get the mic a little higher? Symbolically reaching toward heaven is a moment of inversion. The idol takes the place of the divine. "Give me your desire, I can be the star you rely on," they sing, invoking the Luciferian archetype, the morning star, the light bringer. Desire here isn't romantic, it's energetic. To give desire is to hand over life force. The Korean line, "내 황홀에 취해, you can't look away," drunk on my ecstasy, you can't look away, describes the glamour trance perfectly. The fans' eyes widen, entranced, unable to turn away. Their ecstasy becomes the offering, their stillness, the moment of full surrender. When the idols sing, "Thank you for the pain, 'cause it got me going viral," the film exposes the dark alchemy of fame. Pain transmuted into energy, agony turned into visibility. The crowd's collective suffering, mirrored in the idol's performative struggle, becomes monetized worship. An unhealing fever, making you a believer, cements the idea. Fever means obsession, a constant burning of inner fire. The unhealed fan becomes a permanent energy source. Don't let it show. Keep it all inside, they command, teaching repression, which builds the internal pressure they feed from. Then comes the ultimate confession. Your obsession feeds our connection. This line is the key to the entire ritual. It's the truth spoken openly. The bond between idol and fan is sustained not by love but by energy flow. The more they obsess, the more the idols thrive. The final sequence shows this transference visually. After the concert, the fans appear drained, eyes dim, shoulders slumped, while the Saja Boys glow with an ethereal sheen. Their aura fields pulse, brighter than before. The hunters later detect disturbances in the energy grid, confirming what we just saw: life force imbalance caused by mass extraction. Living in your mind now, too late, 'cause you're mine now, they sing, their voices echoing through the psychic residue of the performance. The idols don't just exist on stage anymore. They live in the minds of their followers. I will make you free when you're all a part of me closes the illusion with a promise of liberation through submission. Watch me set your world on fire marks the final stage. Destruction as transformation. Fire here doesn't purify, it consumes. The song ends with a line that seals the contract. No one is coming to save you. You're down on your knees. I'ma be your idol. The crowd kneels in euphoric worship, the transaction complete. The performer has become God, the crowd the altar, and the music the ritual flame that binds them. In the aftermath, the Saja Boys' glow lingers as they walk backstage. Their skin radiates, their eyes illuminated with unnatural light. The crowd, by contrast, is empty, their energy spent. What we're witnessing isn't a concert, it's an energy exchange, an allegory of how modern entertainment turns emotion into currency. Every lyric, every movement, every light beam was part of the spell. The triangles, the repeated words, the pulsing rhythm, all components of an energetic funnel. The audience's devotion rises. The idol's power expands. It's the purest representation of aura farming, worship turned into sustenance, attention into life force. By the end, the message is unmistakable. Your idol is both confession and mirror. It reveals how the machine of fame operates beneath the glittering surface. Music as ritual, emotion as offering, and desire as fuel. The Saja Boys stand not as villains, but as reflections of a real-world system, one where adoration is the new sacrifice, and every beat is a chant in the church of entertainment. In the end, the performer becomes God, the crowd the congregation, and the stage the temple, where modern devotion burns brightest, and where souls are willingly given in exchange for light that was never their own.